leak in this drive tire. I gotta go get it patched. Put some air in it. I gotta go to the dump first and then go to the tire shop, get that patched. It'd be easy enough for me to do it myself, but it's 5 degrees out and I'm not laying in the snow. And that rubber's gonna be stiff as a board. I'm not even gonna bother with it. Leaking for a couple weeks. It's been too cold and wet now. I haven't even bothered trying to find out where it's coming from. It's probably a nail. It doesn't leak too quick. It's like, I don't know, 10 pounds a day or something. I guess it's not really all that bad, but yeah, it's like 10 pounds a day. I filled it up, I don't know, 3 days ago, and it was at 70 psi when I got to it, so 10-12 pounds a day. Got my patented hose reel through the basement window. Works mint. Good enough. Alright, let's head to the dump. Just about to the dump here. I grabbed this load just before it snowed, stayed on the truck the whole time. We ended up getting like, I don't know, 1.5 feet, maybe 20 inches. Light fluffy shit. I had to plow the driveway like 4 times because it just wouldn't stop snowing. But anyway, this has been on the truck since last Friday. Last Friday. It's been covered, and the majority of it blew off when I pulled it out of the driveway, so there shouldn't be too much inside the load as far as snow, so hopefully it'll come out clean. I didn't just lose my camera. Nice light one, no extra charges either. It was under the weight I usually include by a little bit, so that's good. Just gonna run to the yard, see if that's plowed out yet, I guess, and figure out what time I'm gonna go to the tire shop. Come to think of it, I might just go down and get the oil change first. That usually takes an hour or two. By the time I change all the filters and lubricate everything and whatever, grease everything. So I'll probably just, if I can get into the yard, I'll drop this can down and head down to the service shop and have them take care of that. Maybe I'll do the tire patch tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see. See if I even have a spot to put a can down in here yet. He pushed the first round of snow. My third row is where that pile is there. I don't know if it's going to be in his way. I don't know. I might just keep it on the truck, actually. I don't know if it's going to be in his way having more shit there, but... why do I live here? So let's pull in on the shop now. I might grab a couple other things while I'm here. My windshield washer pump isn't working. I checked it out for a few minutes a couple weeks ago. I can hear the relay click when I hit the button for the washer fluid, but the pump isn't working. So I'm probably going to grab a new pump, and then I got to grab a new air filter. Alright, just got the oil change done. I gotta tell you, like, the amount of money it costs for maintenance on these trucks, I can't, you know, I had them do an oil change and fuel filters, and that was it. It was an hour and a half of labor, And just parts alone, I mean, just parts was almost $300, $130 in oil. The cabin air filter was $73. Oil filter was almost $90. I just, you know, every time, I mean, I know it's necessary and it's cheaper to maintain shit than it is to fix it, but you know, it just every time I come here, and it's like this anywhere, it's not just this place, you know, anything having to do with heavy duty trucks is ridiculous expensive. About as clogged as it gets. Just gonna get some grease for that new one. Packard wanted 120 bucks for this little pump. It's $12 on Amazon. I don't know if it'll last that long, but they're easy enough to replace. And it's a hell of a lot cheaper. So I'm gonna plug this in and see if I can even get this one to spin, make sure it's not a fuse or something, but I can't tell if it's turning on or not, truth be told, so. Probably not gonna be able to save much of that wash of fluid. See if it worked. Ah, it's a beautiful thing. Excellent. That's been driving me batshit for at least a couple months. Awesome. Oh man, that's exciting. It's the simple things, folks. It's the simple things. No more looking like a derelict operation, holding my hand out the window on a stoplight, pouring water on the windshield with the wipers on. But noticing the fuel economy hasn't been the greatest either, so even though I blew that air filter out at least every couple weeks in the busy season when it's dusty, and just got to the point where it just got too dirty. I mean, you couldn't even see through it, you know. But I think twice a year is probably better. I think twice a year is probably better off instead of once a year with that air filter. So